Welcome back to the Compressor Guru. It's been a while since I shot an episode, and I don't remember what this one's on, something about oil or. Anyway, without any further ado, here's the Compressor Guru.
We talked about what this was about.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, folks, we're going to do a couple episodes, maybe consecutively, but in any event, we get a lot of comments, and thank you for commenting. It helps the algorithm with YouTube. So, but we get a lot of comments, and a lot of comments are the kind of things where you're asking technical questions, and it would be easier for me to answer you in an email. If you contact me through thecompressorguru.com, shoot me an email. I'd be glad to answer at length the longer questions. But I got one about a type of oil that the guy was getting bubbles in his oil. And I think sight glasses can be a curse. They're hard to see in when the oil's clean, and when the oil stains the sight glass, they're a pain in the butt. A dipstick and checking your oil regular is really a better thing. But this guy, he was getting bubbles in his oil when the compressor ran. Well, it's a splash lube compressor. Your Ingersols, your QT Quincy's, a lot of the machines out there are splash lube. And this episode is basically talking about your splash lube machines. We're not talking about your PL Sailor Beals. We're not talking about your QR Series Quincy. We're talking about splash lube. Now, when you say splash lube, there's a little dipper on the end of the connecting rod that when the compressor spins around, it splashes the oil, and the oil goes up on the journal and lubricates it so it will spin again without burning up. That's pretty simple. Well, when you splash that oil, you're going to make bubbles. You might make foam. And whether you make bubbles or whether you make foam is highly dependent on if you're using the correct kind of oil. So, you make some bubbles. No big deal. Now, it's important to run the right oil in your compressor. If you have a splash lube machine, it's very important to be running compressor oil. The compressor oil has anti-foaming additives, anti-rust additives, and most importantly, doesn't have detergent. And just like detergent in laundry soap that makes suds, detergent in oil will make foam. And you go, okay, so what? Well, here's the problem. With foam, if you got a splash lube machine and you're making some foam, and that foam builds up in the crankcase, gets on the cylinder walls, and it goes up on the cylinder walls, and I'll say this, the V-type Ingersols are worse for this than other splash lube compressors. So if you have an Ingersol, it's very important to be running a non-detergent compressor oil. If you got oils listed, compressor oil, it's already non-detergent. So you don't have to go looking for that. But it'll foam and it'll cling to the cylinder wall. And the piston will go up. And when the piston comes down, if you have too much foam, the oil ring, the wiper ring, the scraper ring, whatever you want to call it, won't scrape the oil off the cylinder nice and dry like it's supposed to. Next time on the compression stroke, it goes back up. It takes a little bit of oil with it, and sooner or later you're putting oil into your compressed air. It ends up in your tank. It ends up going downstream. So with the splash lube compressor, it's very important to be using compressor oil. Now, what grade oil depends on what temperature it is. So what grade oil you run, whether it's 20, 30, 40, or even 10, matters a great deal with what the ambient temperature is in the area you're at. Around here, a lot of the machines we put 20 weight in, and that's usually good enough for year round. However, if you're in Florida, if you're in Texas, you're going to be wanting to run a 30 or a 30W40 or a straight 40. And we have those all available to you through thecompressorguru.com. The weight of oil matters to your temperature, but you need to be running compressor oil. Now, I'm going to leave you in on a big secret. If you can't get compressor oil and you have to change your oil, here's the secret. You can get non-detergent, straight weight engine oil. But get non-detergent or at least low detergent engine oil. You can't get a multi-vis oil like a 1030, like a straight 30 weight. And this is what you used to run in lawnmowers. And the reason you ran it in a lawnmower, because it was non-detergent. Because most lawnmowers don't have oil pressure. They're a splash lube system. And they would run a non-detergent oil for the exact same reason I'm explaining this to you here. So, today's reply to the comment, which I did reply on YouTube to the comment to this, was about bubbles in the oil. You're going to have bubbles. You run the wrong kind of oil, you're going to have foam. Run the right kind of oil, and even if you see some bubbles in that sight glass, don't get excited. Folks, that's it. Now, if you want to see more episodes where I'm answering the important question that may have took me a little more typing to do on a comment on YouTube, leave it in the comments. There's been some other ones. I actually made a script for today, didn't follow it at all. I figured we'd just do this one, see if you guys like this format. But I went and found 6 or 7 comments from videos, and we can answer some comments right here. Now, we live in the middle of Pennsylvania, and there's a blizzard going on again right now. And I am not real anxious to go heat the garage up and go turn and wrench. Oh, I got called out. I got called out to a drag line the other day. And I realized I'm not going out in the drag lines anymore. It made me hurt. I tell you what.
And it was cold.
It was a nice day. It was muddy. I did take a couple short videos. I'll put a bonus video up tomorrow showing you the drag line we were out on. We got it running, but they ended up changing the compressor soon after that. But the compressor was having issues. But anyway, I'll put that up.
So I have a question. Actually, a comment.
Of course you do.
So I never thought about the oil in an air compressor being the same way an oil is in a lawnmower, where, you know, the jumping up and down on the lawnmower actually helps splash the oil up in there. Is that right?
That's one way to put it.
Yeah, I never really thought about that before, but that was very interesting. You just don't want it foaming. And what you're looking for in comments are questions that people have that may help other people besides them.
Very much so.
Because not everybody goes down through and reads all the comments on the video. I mean,
you should.
I don't go down and read the
you
comments.
You don't even watch some of the videos. So.
For folks, with that, I'm not really sure what this episode was about. No, go ahead.
Anyway, leave a comment. Leave a comment whether you want us going back to turn and wrench into cold weather, or whether you want to see some more questions answered, or what you might want to see. We might be getting a 350 Quincy in for a rebuild. Very similar to the 325s and the 5120s, but we haven't done a 325 or 350 on the channel here. Anyway, that's it. Anything else there, camera wife?
No, they should like and subscribe.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And, share with your friends. You gearheads, share with your gearhead friends, because that's our primary audience. Thank you. We appreciate you. God bless. Anything else, camera wife?
Nope. Have a good one, everybody. God bless.